If you're looking for additional Regents exam info, then jump onto your computer and log on to regentsreviewny.net. It's the official website for the series, and it's loaded with test prep resources that are guaranteed to cure those Regents exam blues. Video clips, test-taking tips, exam schedules, and a host of links to other Regents resources. It's all here. And don't forget, all of the programs in the series will be available for streaming on the site once the television broadcast schedules are complete. So what are you waiting for? Increase your chances for a better score on test day. Regents Review 2.0, the next generation of Regents exam prep. Regents Review 2.0 is made possible by New York State Teacher Centers, providing professional development for teachers by teachers. New York State Teachers Centers, a source for teachers and a promise to students. And by NYSET, representing 600,000 professionals in education and healthcare. And by contributors to your PBS station from viewers like you.
Major cluster emphasis number 6. Here we need to represent and solve equations and inequalities graphically. We are given h of x equals 2/9 x cubed plus 8/9 x squared minus 16/13 x plus 2. And that k of x equals negative 0.7, the negative absolute value of 0.7x plus 5. We need to state the solutions to the equation h of x equals k of x, rounded to the nearest hundredth. Okay, they will never expect you to do this on your own algebraically in Algebra 2. They really just want you to recognize those equations as things that you would graph. You have graphing calculator technology, you have to use it for this. Especially since they tell you to round to the nearest hundredth, there's no way we would do that algebraically. Not easily, and not in Algebra 2. So I've already graphed these for you. So you, on whatever graphing technology you have, whether it's an TI-83 or 84 or Inspire, you can graph anything. So you graph each equation, and I have that done here on my Inspire. And what you're really looking for when you're solving by graphing is where do those graphs intersect? Where do they meet? So if we look at this graph, I have 3 points of intersection. They meet there, there, and there. And all graphing calculator technology has some kind of an intersection feature that will find those values for you. And so you just ask your calculator to find those 3 intersection points. And again, I've done that for you. And so here on my graph, I have an intersection point of negative 5.17, 1.38. I have negative 1.13, 4.21. And I have 1.75, 3.77. If you go back and reread the problem, it's asking you where h of x equals k of x. They want the x values of those intersection points. So let's go back and look. And so all you do is grab the x values off of your graph. So your solution here would be negative 5.17. I'm just going to draw an arrow there. Negative 1.13 and 1.75. Always, again, I've said it every time, I think, go back and reread and make sure you round appropriately. We round to the nearest hundredth. That's 2 places after the decimal point. And fortunately for us, the calculator does that for us. It gave us 2 places after the decimal point, so we don't need to worry about it. Keep in mind, any rounding error on a Regents exam is a 1-point deduction. So always go back and reread the problem and make sure you round according to the way they ask you to.
We're rolling.